Good morning, guys. It's another wonderful day at Rayfield, and we're going to talk more today about our self-care activities. As you know, our theme for this month is the greatest love of all is to love yourself, Rayfield. What does that mean, loving myself? Well, loving myself means that I take care of myself, that I am honest with myself about my limitations. I am honest with myself about my boundaries, and I'm honest with myself about my religion, I want to say. You know, I know the difference between good and bad, and that I choose to do good. All of those things are self-care activities, meaning that I love myself, I respect myself, and I do the right thing. So today I'm going to continue our self-care activities. Some of these activities are homework activities, and they have been sent home with the students who are doing virtual learning, but we're also doing the same thing on campus at Rayfield. So yesterday I told you some self-care activities. Today I'm going to tell you a few more. So my first one for today is to make a healthy snack. That's a self-care activity because snacks can be loaded with calories. So let's make a conscious choice to not choose a snack that's loaded with calories like a candy bar. Let's choose to have a healthy snack. So I'm going to share with you a few healthy snacks that I found at the Rayfield Food Pantry. I would encourage you to come to the pantry. I would encourage you to be a part of the pantry. You will love it. So let's see what I found at the Rayfield Pantry as a healthy snack. The first thing that I found was a Dippers with a Z on the end. And it is sliced apples with caramel. Okay? So the caramel part sounds like it's really not healthy, but guess what? It is. And this whole entire snack is only 100 calories. So that's how we know it's a healthy snack, because it's low in calories and it's very fulfilling. I like green apples, so I was really attracted to it because the apples inside of there are green. So this for me is a healthy snack and one that I know I'm going to like because I'm in love with green apples. That's one example of a healthy snack. Let's see what else I found at the Rayfield Food Pantry this weekend. Okay. I also found peeled apple slices. And look at that. There's a lot of them in there. And a whole cup and a half is only 80 calories. So my goodness, I get to have all of these apples, which are a cup and a half, and it's only 80 calories. Eat good, feel good, eat fresh is what the bag says. Wow, that's another example of a healthy snack. Let's keep going. I found some more things. Then I found a whole package of healthy snack that I can share with someone else because there's kind of too much in there for me to eat all by myself. It's called a snack veggie tray. Look at that. It has a little broccoli. It has a few carrots. It has some celery, tomato, and some beans in there. And it also has on the inside, let's pop it open and see what kind of dressing we get in there. Let's see what's in there. Ranch light dressing dip. So I get to dip all of my little snackies in that dip. And that's my healthy snack. Boy, isn't that exciting. That helps me to stay on a healthy diet. That's a great healthy snack. And maybe I can't eat all of this in one day, so I can save a little bit for the next day. Okay, so say for example that I don't want all of those veggies, but I really want a snack, okay, or almost a lunch. I also found some sandwiches in the pantry. That is a handcrafted boar's head maple glazed honey turkey sandwich. Sounds great. I was attracted to this sandwich, and I took my bite out of there. That was me. I was attracted to this sandwich because of the bread. I love bread with seeds on it. Let me see what it has here. Has maple honey turkey breast, sesame seeds on my sandwich. It's a multi-grain bread. And yes, it's a multi-grain bread. So it has the seeds on it. Just wanted to make sure I was telling you the right thing. So I was attracted to it because it's a brown bread. It has multi-grain seeds on it, and it looked so attractive. So I opened it up, I took a bite and said, is this a sandwich that I would use as a snack, as a lunch? Do I like it? Is this worth doing? It was worth it. And let me tell you this. Each slice, each sandwich, half of the sandwich was 500 calories. Well, the whole sandwich was 500 calories. So half of the sandwich for me was like 250. So great for me because I like to watch that I'm not eating too many calories, although I refuse to count calories. I just can't do that. But I love sandwiches. My favorite sandwich is right here. And a boar's head sandwich is a very nice sandwich everywhere you go. So this was another healthy snack that I found at the Rayfield pantry. And guess what else I found to go with it? Packet of mayonnaise. And let me see, how many calories was that? It said sugar-free. Oh my goodness, it was only, should have put on my glasses, 40 calories. So I got it. There I had my mayonnaise to put on my sandwich, and great. And remember earlier, or moving forward, one of the next things that I'm going to do in my self-care routine is I'm going to make a cup of tea. So you're going to see me make a cup of tea, and then that cup of tea is going to be used with my healthy snack. So let's move on to making my cup of tea in my self-care routine. You can see that vapor coming up out of it. And then I like to use something else I found in the pantry. Is Purevia. That's my favorite. You might want to use other things, you know, everybody has their preferences. And so I put my sweetener in there. That's my preference. And there, I made myself a cup of refreshed tea. Tazo Refresh Tea. Self-care. It smells so delicious. You can see that vapor coming up out of it. And then I like to use something else I found in the pantry. Is Purevia. That's my favorite. You might want to use other things, you know, everybody has their preferences. And so I put my sweetener in there. That's my preference. And there, I made myself a cup of refreshed tea. Tazo Refresh Tea. Self-care. All right, so next on my list of things that you can do for home and work self-care activities is making sure that you're getting the proper rest. Rest is very important to your overall health. So we want to make sure that we get between 6 to 8 hours of rest every single night. How can I do that? Well, you have to look at the time that you're going to bed. So you should start winding down at about 6:30. And I know that sounds a little early, but you need to have dinner. You need to take a bath. You need to set up your clothes for the next day. Remember, we talked about that in our earlier videos at the beginning of the school year. You need to have everything set up for the next morning so that when you get up in the morning, you're not rushing and racing out of the door and creating a hyped up day. You want to start out on a calm, cohesive day so that you'll have a good day. So, one of the things you can do when you're caring for yourself and you're loving yourself the way you should is to get to bed on time. So I got a little Christmas present this year, and I hadn't even opened it yet, but I'm going to open it now. And it is a sleep cover for my eyes. So let's open it up, and I'm going to share it with you. See how it works. And you take it. And you put it, well, let me put it over my head first to see if it'll fit. I don't even know if it's going to fit. There you go. And when you get ready to go to bed, you use your eye covers. It helps you get to sleep. So remember I said, this self-care is to get to bed on time. And I'm going to use my eye covers. It'll help me get to sleep earlier. Okay, we made a healthy snack. We made ourselves a cup of tea. We are practicing self-care. And we are using our theme, the greatest love of all, is to love yourself. So in loving yourself, one of the things that you can do is talk positive to yourself. Have positive conversations with yourself about you. I love me. I'm going to be a great person. I am a great person. I will continue to be a great person. One of the things you can do this month, because it's Valentine's Day, is you can also buy your own self, yourself, a Valentine's Day card and talk positive about yourself. So one of the things that we do at Rayfield, and you'll do this in your classes and in your home activities, is you will write yourself a love letter. So here's my envelope. I've already addressed it to myself. I'm going to put my stamp on it, just like we did when we were voting, and I'm going to mail it. And let me see what I had to say to Sonetta. I wrote a letter to Sonetta. Okay, and I even dated it. This is 2/1/2021. And I wrote, "Dear Sonetta, I love you." And then I wanted to think of what are some of the reasons that I love Sonetta. So I thought of something. I came up with, I love you because you are kind to others. Love, Sonetta. Dear Sonetta, love Sonetta. From me to me. I love you because you are kind to others. So I'm going to take my love letter to Sonetta. And I'm going to put it in my envelope that I addressed. You're going to do the same thing in your classroom with your teacher. You're going to address your envelope and put your letter in your envelope, okay? And seal it. And we're going to put a stamp on it. And we are going to put it in our Rayfield mailbox. You guys remember our self-love mailbox? Remember that? We're going to mail our letters just like we did at holiday time. Let me stand up. There we go. And we're going to put that letter in the mail. I mailed it. Letter to self. I love you, Sonetta, because you are kind to others. Okay, so when I began my self-care event and activity, one of the activities was to make a daily list of goals. What do I want to accomplish today? And I wrote down 5 things that I wanted to accomplish. So let's see if I did that. And let's check off the things that I accomplished, because I've learned that when I make a task list and I check off the things that I've done, it makes me feel great. So one of the things that I did was I made a healthy snack. I can check that off. I accomplished that today. The next thing that I did was I made a cup of tea. Boy, did that make me feel great. I also went to the pantry and I volunteered. That's how I got all of those great snacks and thought of all those wonderful activities while I was there. Then I wrote a love letter to me and I mailed it. And last but not least, overall, I set these 5 daily goals. Boy, did that make me feel great. My self-care is well on the way for the month of February. I am loving myself, and I am learning that the greatest love of all is to love myself. And this was one of my goals, my task list. I set daily goals. How exciting. Well, wasn't that a great video? How we use self-care and love ourselves throughout the day. So we're going to have many, many more self-care videos. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's have a great day.